And welcome. It's another night of Deadlands. Oh, no, 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 no. A blast from the past. It is not another night of Deadlands. We are doing Savage Thursdays. So it is Savage Worlds. Yes, another night of Savage Worlds. Another Savage Thursday. We are doing a game from a company, small little company out of, I think, Baltimore, Maryland called Avalon Hill Games. Roland here introduced me to them. He GM'd this game like 1984, okay, or 85 or 86 or somewhere in there. It had just come out, and it was fantastic. Robin says hello, everybody. Say hi, Robin. We're glad you're here, and we're glad your tuition was spent wisely. Her son, which I think, did you say, is he 13? No, he's older. No, I don't know. I'd say he's a junior, senior. 15. Holy shit. He's a freshman or sophomore. So he's 15. He's in German 3, and he came in and pretty much nailed the title. He was Sargasso. He's like, I don't know, maybe weed something. You bet. You bet. Seaweed. Sargasso sea. Welcome to Robin and anybody else who might pop in here or find us on YouTube later. And if you do find us on YouTube later, come back and see us on Twitch. We're here on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. So come find us. We are taking this game from Avalon Hill Games called Lords of Creation, and it's started in a little town outside of Boston, Massachusetts in 1986 is the setting. Our characters come from a varied background. I'm going to let each one of them introduce their characters for you real quick. I've already got, uh, of course I knew it'd be Brad sending me tells. Veno, does he ever do that to you? I should also probably turn the Veno did say all the damn time. I turned the Discord on, so now you should be able to hear the players. And so, how's everybody this week? Good, good. It's almost the weekend.
Getting better. Survive.
Was that a wine bottle?
Yes. It's Thursday, isn't it?
It is. It's Wind Down Thursday. Also, coincides with Savage Thursdays. Let's talk about Mike. Tell us, better known as Cobblerologist, because look, he's even got the Chef Boyardee man on his shirt.
Oh, yeah. It's Homer Simpson, man.
Oh, it's Homer Simpson. Okay, I can't. You guys' cameras are like this tall because I've got like all my real estate dedicated to Fantasy Grounds. So Cobb, tell us about your character. And holy mother
Yes, tell us what your character is the holy mother of.
of she is the holy mother of. Well, I've got a. Thank you, Brad, for the sub.
34 in a row, nice.
Yes, you guys have been scaring the shit out of me for months and months and months.
Oh, you love it.
You know what? I actually do enough to where my wife and kids go around doing it to me. I'll be sitting here and they'll come up behind me because I got my headphones on. And then I'm like, oh, shit. And then they're all laughing and smiling. And I used to hate it.
That's great.
That's great. But see, D&D broke me of this terrible...
no, not D&D.
Oh,
streaming.
Streaming. I mean, no, not D&D. No D&D here tonight. This is Savage. Robbins, thank you, sweetie. That's my twinsy, by the way.
Goodies.
We're born a day apart, but yet for several years. I know I got several years on her, but Robin, Robin 5e, she does. You can find some of her stuff, a lot of her stuff on the DM's Guild. Tabaxi Sub Races, which is the one that I absolutely loved. Many other things.
I can see Rondon on my computer, but not on the stream.
What?
Yes, that is weird.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Well, let me see if I can fix that. Let's see. Cams.
Last week it did stream pretty good the entire time.
Well, let's see. Rondon. Okay. So we'll go here and we'll we'll make him capture Fantasy Grounds for a second, and then we'll go back and we'll make him capture Roland again. And
hey, Brad.
it does nothing.
Are you in a fish tank tonight?
No, those are magic fish. They're just everywhere.
Magic fish?
What have you been ingesting?
It's Nemo.
I cannot tell you ever since the incident.
Since the incident.
It's that LSD, ain't it?
There was another of the incidents.
Let's step back a second. I was talking to Peggy. What?
Sorry.
I was talking to Mike. Mike was going to introduce his character. Let me find her photo. Mike, tell us about your sweet character.
Yep, I play Miss Peggy Lambert, recently widowed housewife, street side pharmacist, and sticky fingers.
Street side pharmacist, I like that. That's good. And sticky fingers. Yes. Recently widowed housewife, street side pharmacist. Yeah, if you need a pill, she's got it in the bottom of a very large purse, evidently, because she keeps like crowbars and things in it.
It's a candelabra, apparently.
A fucking kleptomaniac.
It's like Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins bag. It's bigger on the inside.
Moving over to Bradius, who started speaking in character earlier. Not that he was Russian or nothing with big hairy Russian balls, but tell us about Gunther. Not quite
Gunther
so.
is a completely normal, boring guy. He's just a fisherman down in the Keys. That accent, that's just in your mind. He's never been a spy from East Germany. Why would you say such a thing? There's never been any sort of incident. What sort of madness are you suggesting? That he's some sort of East German spy who defected to the U.S. because of his conflict with the Soviets?
He's kind of too handsome to be just a fisherman, to be perfectly honest.
Well, thank you, Sid. I did not realize that's why you employed me.
Well, no, there were other reasons. In particular, your set of skills.
Your particular set of Leslie Nielsen. Liam Neeson skills, Leslie Nielsen skills. Your particular set of Leslie Nielsen skills, like glue sniffing and shit like that. All right, Veno. Veno brings to the table a character. Go ahead, tell us about your character.
Well, he believes himself to be an ace pilot. He's a former Air Force that flew mostly supply missions in Vietnam, but now spends his time running logistics in pretty much the Southeast states and the Latin America.
Yeah, Sid Galewind is his name, because that's usually when you introduce yourself, you say your name.
Oh.
But unless you're a stoner and you say, hey man, I'm here to pick up the load that goes to Miami. All right. Laughing down there, speaking of stoner, choking on the end. Rondon, my lifelong friend from high school who introduced me to D&D. Tell us about your character.
Yeah, so I'm Lieutenant Commander Scott Huffniner, Navy SEAL retired. Got a little background noise there. You can hear the little seals.
the little seals. Don't let the Norwegians club them in the head, man.
That's right. I'm not here to protect them.
Before you proves that.
Met a couple of these guys doing some dark ops work in East Germany, or East Berlin. And met Fish at the incident.
We don't talk about the incident.
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about the incident.
And then have been in touch, have kept in touch with those guys through the years, and got joined in on this little gaming convention that has turned into so much more.
So much more. There's so much more to it.
Soviet Navy and everything.
The Soviet Navy, but you've got one Donnie Boone in your back pocket.
They got the Soviet Navy, well, we got Donnie Boone.
You've got we don't need a gun. We got a dunk.
Yeah, he's back bunker surgeon.
The real heart of the team, Donnie Boone.
He's our
Things
Hannibal.
going. You know, the son of a Cold War prepper. Not much of a life. Kind of like the war games where we kind of met these guys at the conventions. Real good about building the models and painting and everything the way his dad left him. But always looking for adventure. Fortunately, we got a little more than we asked for. Donnie was kind of picturing, you know, pretty ladies and bars and spy activities and a lot less starving on the ocean. But we're making
the
do.
others to come later.
You guys are pretty hungry. Maybe if you could get one of these shark men. Speaking of which, shark men. I think I got everybody. Did I get everybody?
Shark steak.
Did I get everybody? I think I did. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
shark
That's
fin
fine.
soup.
What the? I mean, how do your characters? I mean, Donnie, of course, he believes in all kinds of weird shit. But Gunter, you've seen enough now to. You keep coming up with these. You know, these are just spies and blah blah blah.
There's something I have to tell you about the files that I read about Japan. They were working on creating various human-animal hybrids. Mostly it was to make the cat girls, but I heard that the military is making the shark men.
You forgot the bunny girls too.
So the Japanese were making furries, and somehow Sharkmen came out of that.
Well, sometimes they hit the wrong button and they said, well, we will add these to the military in case we ever have to, you know, invade everybody again.
But what about the Miami Dolphins?
Okay, there's a Benny
Take
for
gloves or
you,
gloves.
and there's a Benny for you, because you guys made me laugh so hard. So I'm passing Bennies out here, because you probably fucking need them right about now.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
one
affirmative.
was that one over there, General Dan Marino.
Now,
Izzy, do you have something to say?
Izzy,
Meow.
yeah, what subspecies is that tabaxi?
Miniature.
All right, moving right along. So there's your characters for tonight, Mr. Donnie Boone, Scott Huffniner, Sid Galewind, Gunther the Fisher, and sweet Miss Peggy Lambert. Puff. Peggy,
I don't know if
Peggy
I describe.
Puff Lambert.
I'm not sure if I describe her as sweet.
She has not done anything outwardly vicious to anybody
No, but
party.
she hasn't been
in the party.
incredibly
Depends what you
nice
think of
either.
candelabras.
I mean,
She gotta work a spoon, I'll tell you that.
she'll kiss you on the cheek, whisper in your ear, tell you how much she loves you, and she's taking your
Yeah.
fucking wallet out of your back
Why are
pocket.
hands in your pocket?
Okay. Regarding last week, you guys, I'll just do a recap real quick. So, you found yourself, sailing south from Boston in this, sailing yacht from about 1960 something, 60 something sailing yacht, big thing, 70 footer, but you're chasing a galleon. I mean, a 16th century galleon, but this one is a ghostly galleon, manned by ghosts, but it does have a particular gray man on board. Now, how he fits in with a bunch of ghosts is yet to be determined, but and you've chased them south, eventually hitting a very large storm, which something you came out the back end of the storm and things ain't been right. Something huge, giant, him and his companions and his dog chasing you through the sky, telling you you're about to die. You met the Flying Dutchman, and he gave you protection from this giant in
He
the
made
sky.
her laugh for some reason.
Mr. Vanderdecken? Captain Vanderdecken. Now, quit squeezing your cat.
I'm just petting her.
So he gives you this statuette, says it'll protect you for a short period of time. But what you need is something I've seen recently to protect you from the wild hunt, which is the group of undead spirits that are chasing, yes, exactly, through the sky, exactly, Rondon. And he said, you must get to the Bone Tower. In the Bone Tower, you will find something called the Horn of Roland, which will protect you from the hunt forever. And so he
Did we
gives
ever
you...
ask him why they're after us?
Do what?
Did we ever ask him why they were after us?
I don't think you did. No.
When you get into my line of work, sometimes that just happens. I'm sure Huff knows the same. And Peggy is maybe he actually is the feds.
Peggy is the feds? I didn't get that. What? Peggy?
No. Peggy is being chased by the feds.
Oh.
I don't know why she would be. Look,
So now the Wild Hunt is the FBI.
Yeah, the Wild Hunt's the
I
FBI.
don't know for sure. We did not stop to ask to see the ID.
Okay, fish.
So you end up chasing this thing and wind up being surrounded by seaweed and find yourself in what is known as the Sargasso Sea, or sometimes just a Sargasso. Your ship founders on the seaweed. It can't go anymore, and you find that you can actually walk on it, though. You sink up to your knees, and it's very difficult terrain, extremely difficult terrain. And then all of a sudden, up popped the devil. No, they were sharkmen. And sharkmen, yes, that you have... What in the hell, sharkmen? Yes, these are
Devil's
sharkmen.
down in Georgia. We're south of there.
That's right. Now, to take that a step further, what happened was you guys had that... What in the hell is going on with that map? I'm going to have to reload this. So you're fighting them, and somebody, luckily enough, had... here comes a cavalry card. And played it.
That's it.
Because it saved your asses, I believe, from probably a TPK. Because keep in mind, this is a conversion from one rule set to another, and sometimes I don't get it right. And as a result, the players die, or the players get really fucked up, and then I've got to come up with creative ways to try to stop at least a TPK. Let me reload this map, because it's freaky. Check it out.
Yeah, I saw it on the stream. That is freaky. I've never seen that happen.
Let's see if it'll fix it by reloading it. There we go. Love Windows Saver X. Just reload all the windows. Thank you. And we ended at the top of the round with a couple of these dudes up first, and it's round 4. This guy's got Peggy, and he's got a Dolphin Man. He's got the Dolphin Man shaking, so he's definitely going to take advantage of that. And he bites at this guy. Which should be... How come that... He's got him targeted, doesn't he? Oh. That's what I thought it hit with a raise. Yeah, there we go. And, oh yeah. Yeah, pound him. Oh, 3 wounds. I believe that's going to do Mr. Shark, Mr. Dolphin Man under. We'll see though. Oh, wait a minute. He's got a Benny. That's Benny.
At least a couple of them, or one of them.
Yeah, he's teetering. He might try to get out of this fight.
It's just a flesh wound.
This guy's obviously not shaking anymore. And his shaking status, he's got 2 targets right in front of him. But he does have a smarts die. Not really smart enough to figure out a way out of this mess. So he's just going to turn to the guy on his left and attack him. With a hit. And here we go.
Shit.
Shit.
Oof.
Oh.
Nice.
Good thing they're on our side.
Poor bastard. Let's see. Where's he? He's way down here. Way on downhill.
The guys getting jacked up are the guys on our side.
Yeah, they are. By the way, they are. The guy's getting jacked up.
Sharkman did that attack.
Sharkman
No.
did that attack to the Dolphin Man. And he has no bennies left. so I'm going to apply it. And poor old dolphin man leaves a very large pool of blood in the water, and then you see the seaweed around you begin vibrating all over the place. Look at that. See, blood in the water. Uh-oh. Could it be a blood frenzy? Oh,
So
so
already was.
what happens next? Donnie
Get him,
Boone
Donnie.
drew a Joker, which gave everybody. By the way, I opened up the deck, and there's like 5 or 6 cards left. Both of these Jokers showed up just right at the end of the deck. So Donnie drew a Joker last session. What do you think about this stuff, Donnie? What's on your mind?
We were trying to get away. Now he's had to pull his gun and start shooting. But
He blasted that guy good last turn, I believe.
yeah, he did quite well there. Fortunately, it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a shot at him again. Try to get this one down before they run out of targets and start coming after me.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
in the famous words of Cotton, get him.
Get him, guys. Wow, wow, wow. Go, go, go.
Get him hard.
Hit with a ray.
Oh yeah, no, I took out. I think I killed one last time because I hit him with I had the card too.
Yeah, I remember that. Doubles range damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right.
well, that definitely gets past, but this guy, he's got now 3 Benny. He fails, so he'll use another.
No, he soaks one.
He soaks 1.
He soaks one.
Okay, never mind. We'll apply it then. He's getting fuckered up. He's getting fuckered up. Anything else, Donnie Boone, except run away?
He's gonna create some distance between the giants.
Well, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm not making fun of you, really. Ron, we're gonna have to figure out this camera thing. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe I just gotta recreate
still
your
doing it?
connection. Yeah, it's still gray over here on the.
Well, you can see me on the stream on.
Yeah, I can see him on the stream,
Really?
and then he just disappeared. Oh, that's because he muted.
You turn me off?
No,
No.
I
There
thought
you
you
are.
muted your camera.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's
'Cause I don't see you on-
that's weird. All right. So you guys have not. All right. Move this over here out of the way. So you guys hear, you've seen the seaweed moving around, and Donnie, you probably notice it first as you're moving this direction. Peggy definitely sees this thing. She's trying to fend off this shark man, and she has one behind her as well.
Giggity.
And up pops a dolphin man mystic.
This one looks unfriendly compared to the others.
Doesn't he? He does not look like he likes you guys too much. I'm kidding. He finally figures out where the enemies are because he's hard of seeing. His vision's not what it used to be. And he is going to.
That image, though.
Let's pop his sheet open here for a second and just see what he needs to do. Wow.
Oh boy.
That's going to be a hit with a raise. All right. Let me find. Oh no. What happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
I had it did not keep my wow. All right. Let me I put an effect in earlier and it didn't save it.
Oh,
So
that
that
sucks.
kind of ticks me off a little bit about the effects here on. So it should be on his main tab. So
Is this an old power? I click the little
yeah,
button next when you cast it, and it doesn't look like a suede one.
it's not. It's a bail your ass out. That's what it is. But you're in a different world. Things are different here, man. Um,
Damn.
Now I think this will work. Brad, look this over. Look over Sharkman Soldier 88.
I think it needs little square brackets.
It does have little square brackets.
Although
No, it
at
doesn't.
attack is going to mean people attacking it get a penalty.
Oh yeah. Okay. Where's he at? I did it.
I
I
think you
knew
meant to do
I knew I did something backwards.
+2.
I do. Where's he at? He's
Yeah,
right
but
there.
you need the square brackets around the at attack and the end of it. Izzy says that's right.
Ow.
I see that they brought in the cavalry from Honshu.
How about that?
That looks
Damn it, fish! Now I want Szechuan chicken.
Except that says D1 and it should say, oh damn it, I gotta do it again. Dang it, Bobby. What the hell?
What's it say? Oh, duration.
Yeah, because the duration is that. And he got 2 of them.
Yeah, and Brad, I think Blessed Curse got changed to boost lower trade.
And it's like, you guys see this, you've seen it at SeaWorld sometimes, Gunther, when you took a trip up to Orlando and when Sid took you up there and said, you got to see this dolphin show. And the dolphin rides on his tail, he's doing his thing, And except this one kind of flips a little magic wand with his little flipper like this, And these guys, you see these 2 great big shark men just kind of wilt, like they get real, like, I don't know, like they can't hardly stand up anymore. And then he disappears and goes, it's like he catches his fish that the trainer sends him and he dives back down in the water.
No, do not catch me.
And this guy pops up. Moves right over here. And,
Gives you a wet willy.
yeah, that's Wet Willie. And he looks at Gunther. And he squeaks something at you and you have no idea. Yeah, thank you, Veno. Thank you. And that is a healing roll of 13, which is, that's 2 raises. Yeah. 8, 12, right?
Yes.
So take
No
the
hitting the keyboard,
take
cat.
the appropriate number of
I think it's
wounds.
supposed to cap at 2, but I like the idea of extra raises doing extra healing too.
Well, today it does extra healing. Because you might need it later. I don't know. And then he does a flip in the air after getting his treat fish and disappears below the waves. Why was that guy?
That was odd.
Peggy,
All right.
who I can't
think
believe is not
unders-
hurt yet.
Why'd you have to say that?
Well, just pointing out the obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, I am in the middle of all of these guys now somehow. I think I understand how this card works.
What card?
The Epiphany card. So I can gain a D6 in any skill I choose to remain in a game session. So if I already have points in the skill, do I just raise it by 2 stages?
No, it makes it equal to, I believe.
Oh, just
Yeah.
equal to.
Right. It's kind of like the belts of ogre strength and such in D&D, where it sets
Oh,
the
you mean in
status.
5e? Because in 3.5 it increases. All right.
Well, when I say D&D, I'm talking about 5e because that's one I'm most familiar with.
Fair enough.
So if you had, let's see here, like anything in a D4, you could raise it to a D6, or any other skill in the book that you don't even have. You can drag it onto your sheet, and it's a D6 for what, till the end of the encounter?
Session.
Session.
Is it session or the encounter?
Session.
Wow.
It says session.
That's a pretty
okay.
powerful card. I ought to nix that son bitch. You better use it quick. All right.
Yep. Man of game session.
All right. So what did you choose to do?
Oh, she's increasing her fighting skills, so we make her spoon better.
There you go. So yeah, hell, you can.
Choice, but okay, I'll approve it.
Oh,
Now
I
wait a
got
minute.
it.
But no, it'd be a D6. Yeah. Scroll down there.
Right.
One more. D6. It sets it to a D6, right? Something you've never understood before suddenly clicks. You gain a D6 you gain a D6. Okay, so it just makes it a D6 in any skill you choose. So you make your fighting. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. I don't know what the up arrow's for. But go for it.
All right. Let's wag that spoon.
Oh, man.
It's still not that great.
I'm so sorry that happened.
You should Benny that.
Targeted, so
Oh yeah, I didn't even.
That too.
You didn't have anything targeted? Oh my
No.
gosh! Oh my gosh! You're gonna have to roll it again then.
Try that again.
Well, that's a hit.
All right.
Much better roll.
That'll work. I'll take that.
Yay for gang up bonus.
And that enfeebling curse.
Would you like to Benny that damage roll?
Yes. So where do I drag this again?
Onto the damage on your character sheet. So to the right of spoon.
Yeah, the same one that you double click to deal the damage.
Oh, well, you shake him.
All right, I'll take it.
Damn right.
Intimidating spoon.
Because he can't do anything unless he breaks his shaking, which he probably will. Remains shaken, Sharkman at 78. So, yeah, he unfortunately doesn't have any Benny. So that sucks to be him. Sid Galewind. Where can I find Sid on the map? There he is. Right there.
If he got a 1, then that would have been a crit fail anyway.
Yeah. Extras can't crit fail in my game.
All right, you said that the kelp is difficult terrain. Does that mean half movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys haven't really moved a lot. Okay.
Let's go ahead and do 2 shots. Oh, hell yeah.
Heck yeah. All right.
Still going.
I think you
All right.
hit.
Yeah, I believe you hit him.
All right. Oh.
Not bad.
Wow.
Very nice.
2 shots at the same one?
Well,
because you didn't say I'm gonna shoot 1-1. I mean, you said 2 shots.
Well, go ahead and apply.
I am going to do. Does he have? Yes, he does. Because we just don't know yet. Well, that soaks a wound. I will apply it. And this shark gonna and you see him stagger backwards in this kelp, his big feet, and like this blood runs out, stinking like fish blood, man. Nasty.
Well, if he doesn't go down, I'm going to shoot him again.
He looks at you. Oh, you know what?
See?
I even had. Holy cow.
Okay, then.
That wake you all up?
Well, it wasn't loud. It's just like, I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Well, it was my Wereshark battle scene that I had all queued up and forgot all about it. I got to telling the story in the oh shit.
Sound.
I guess I'm delayed.
Yeah, me too.
Just got that sound.
Yeah, so did I.
Sure that wasn't my son screaming in the background.
No. All right, where are we at? And he
Sounds
has
like my
one
stomach.
Benny left. He will try to soak, and he does.
Ooh, damn. Okay,
But-
that's okay.
He's looking at you like you're gonna be lunch.
Oh, no.
Dolphin Man remains shaken, and he's got no, so too bad. Gunther.
Well, I'm gonna try to do
Grandpa.
it like Sid does and shoot this guy. Well, he's looking over there.
That's a hit. With no more bennies, he takes a wound.
Get him, Huff.
Can I spin a Benny to...
You can.
Or no?
You can drop a Benny in either on shaken or just take shaken off and drop it in the chat. There you go.
That's fun with a lot.
Where's Huff? I've lost Huff.
I'm
There
down
he is,
here by
there he
this
is.
boat. The dude was chewing on my ass. I got the hell out of there.
He was chewing on your ass, wasn't he?
So I decided I would come down here and then proceed to pew pew at them.
Pew pew. Are the weapons making sounds? I'm gonna have to go through and do firearm sounds, I think.
And you might want
Yeah,
to
spoon
throw them
sound.
into a module so you won't have to make them again.
Yeah, exactly.
And share the module.
So this is two-fisted kid or two-gun kid.
All right,
So taking
two gun
shots.
kid. Here we go.
So I need to take that two actions down to the bottom. Down
You still
there?
do, yeah. It just ignores the -2 for offhand, is what it does.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have it coded separately, it's easier just to do it twice and ignore the whole clicking.
I thought it was the other way around. Two gun kin ignores the second attack. Ambidextrous ignores the offhand.
Yeah,
Do what now? Two gun kid ignores second attack,
you can go pew pew.
and ambidextrous ignores offhand penalty.
Yeah.
Okay, so you still have a -2, regardless, right?
Okay.
For his second gun.
Yeah, well, if you have both of them, it totally negates it.
Yeah, if you had both of them, you'd be. Yeah.
But I don't because then I can't go back and take it because it's back.
Oh. Okay.
But that
So,
means that one actually should have been too higher.
except that is enough to put that one down in the water.
So technically, you should then probably not get a penalty on this one because you took a penalty already.
That would be true.
Because for some reason you just swapped hands all of a sudden.
And there's blood in the water. Yeah.
Okay, so what are my line of sight options for those, either one of those two guys, 36 or
You
78?
should be able to move some.
Oh,
You can
well,
move.
that's
You can
So
move
the
half your
radius you're
pace.
going in-
right. I forgot about that. I forgot
Please
the
don't
shaking
shake.
down there. Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, so you can move like 3 paces.
She's got the keys to the boat in her purse.
Yeah, you should be able to go a couple of squares diagonally and hit at least the one.
Try it again.
Move right there. And target that guy with the block. And it's -2 for the offhand, right?
No, because you already gave yourself a -2.
Okay. Okay, and with the block. Ah, that was
Would you like to finish that roll?
Make sure you turn off the multi-action penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, just click it until it says one action.
yes.
There you go.
Also, good job having a much better roll.
Also.
We'll get all the exploding with the pain.
Oh. Oh.
Does that dick fit?
I believe that it's not looking too good for that guy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because he has no bin. Oh no!
Bye bye, Sharky.
There's more blood in the water. What could that mean?
It means things are dead.
It's going to be more sharks or sharkmen here in just a minute if we don't get out of here.
Oh, that's... and causing a wound, which I find hard to believe, but surely
I mean, that -4 toughness part is pretty useful.
it is. It got to soften them up a little bit, didn't it? He soaked it. Fortunately for my Sharkman soldier, he's tough as nails. That brings us to the last guy in the combat list, who is dude here, and he moves right in. Fuck a bunch of this shit. And he's looking for
my shot.
he's looking for some gang
Oh,
up
it's a gang
bonus. Wow.
Oh, I
Whoa.
hope he kills him.
Wow.
A wound.
Yes, it is. And he uses his last Benny and he does soak it. And the Shark Man, well, he can't move in. Yeah, I think you can move around. There we go. Hearing Sid,
That's something for him to soak.
yeah, hearing Sid Galewind behind him go, "You're blocking my shot!" He moves to the side. He doesn't understand your language, but he moves anyway. And that brings us to the top of round 5 with Sid Galewind.
With the Joker, apparently.
Yes, he did.
Yes, it says ran out of cards mid-deal shuffling deck, which it should have shuffled it anyway. Maybe because it was a new session?
No, this is the action cards.
Yes,
You had
but
like 5 left.
And there's
No.
a Joker draw next turn, so it should have redrawn.
yeah, there were 2
Yeah, it did
jokers on the
shuffle.
last. There were 2 jokers dealt, and it should have shuffled anyway before it ever dealt. But there you
But
go.
Apparently, I don't know.
You're up
double
with
sheet.
the Joker.
Oh. No. Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Keep it
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. Oh
Aw.
yeah.
6 wounds.
I
Quick thing to
don't
double it.
believe he'll be because he has no bennies.
No.
Yes, he has no bennies today. And there's blood in the water.
Take that, Sharky McStupid face. And I don't see any other targets, so I guess I'll pass my turn.
Let's run away. Oh, here's the level up sound.
No, that's the victory sound.
I didn't hear it.
That is not the level up sound.
Stop using Venom's level up sound as your victory sound.
Deus Ex Marbanya, huh? All right, I will. We don't really need this map anymore, but we'll leave it open for some theater of the mind stuff going on. There we are.
Picture of the tower?
Because I forgot to put the map back on. So there you go. A picture of the tower. You can't see anything yet, but you can see the shoreline. It's pretty close to you. And the three dolphin men line up in a circle and begin waving at you like this. And then as they're moving to the side, and then they disappear one at a time below the water, and they're gone. Yeah.
That could have been the Bermuda synchronized swimming team.
Hide car, not that. Wow.
Were we trying to find something in one of these ships? Or we were trying to get to that Army cargo plane, right?
There's an Army cargo plane ahead of you, and then about a quarter mile the other side of that, you can see some trees. Now, it may be mangroves and stuff. It may be, Huff, you know how it is coming ashore here. A lot easier to swim here than it is to try to walk through that shit half the time. But that's where you're headed. So you can see land.
Now, I think I'll just walk. Thanks.
Well, we need to get over to that Army cargo plane first.
I concur.
That's where we were headed.
Peggy's always down in the
Perhaps.
loop.
We should, because I bet we'll find a cache of weapons in it
Supplies.
Hoping to find some like rations.
and a cache of weapons.
A cache of
We've got
weapons.
Benny's play one to see if we can find
Does
rations.
anybody have hidden stash or anything?
I've got a Benny.
So here we go. Little
adventure cards.
here I brought up cams only, and not a single cam is showing up. What in the hell is going on?
You broke it, Marb.
I did. That's weird. What is?
And it's weird that it's showing Fish and Peggy's picture.
Yeah, 'cause
Well, that's
all this
because
on
I've had
media.
I had that turned on when they didn't have cams on at one time.
I'm trying to fix mine. I don't know what the cat did to it.
It's not
I hate it
food.
when that happens.
The cat, I don't know. I had to
Hey.
hold the power button on the laptop.
You're the one that put the fish up on the filter.
Right. So it's your fault.
No,
you know how he likes
he
to
saw the
grab
dot where the light for the camera is. Attacked it like it was a mouse cursor.
This is really weird. How come? Oh, you know what? No, they're there. I don't know, man. Must be some
The
kind of.
only one I don't see is Brad, but I don't see any on the stream. Not even yours.
Yeah.
I think I actually see the background behind it. It's like you don't have the window set up or something.
No, man.
mean,
they were all working just a moment ago. I have
Yeah,
no
they
idea
were
what's going on.
working.
Was there a red button?
Is there a red button? No, I didn't push any big red button.
Did you hit a gray button, Brad?
Oh no, I think the cat may have.
I'm pretty sure they can see red.
Yeah, but I got rid of all the red buttons because I kept pushing them.
I keep seeing different elements disappear.
Yeah,
and
that's
reappear.
me turning them on and off.
It's like there's not even ones for cams though. Do you have the
That's the
cam layer
background.
like set to invisible?
Uh-uh. No, I haven't touched it, Minnow. Seriously, I haven't.
Well, I'm not saying you did, but
Weird.
something happened.
Just
Not saying
really
you did
weird.
it, but he's saying you did
You
it.
know what? It's not going to hurt us to stop this stream.